Okay, so today we're going to talk about part 2 of the project, which is going to be a pretty fun part. Okay, so this step has to be done after all of your chalk is done. Okay, so most of you probably didn't have enough time to finish yesterday, which is okay. So finish your chalk today, and then if you want to add some other effects, I'm going to show you a couple different things. Now, I do know that this stuff is still pretty smeary. It's gonna get all over your hands. When I get back, we'll set it with some fixative so that it doesn't smear anymore, okay? So even though we're gonna be able to add special effects in Photoshop and animate it and all of those things, we can already kind of do our own special effects. So in these containers, I have some white, silver, and kind of gold paint. And you can see it's really, really watery, okay, because I've watered it down quite a bit. Also in that bin of chalk, what you'll notice is that there is a toothbrush, okay? There should be almost enough for all of you guys to use them, but you might have to share a little bit. So you can use, and I'm going to open up all of these paints right now just so you guys can kind of see the combination of colors, how those look a little bit different. But this works really awesome if you just want to, especially like if you're doing a galaxy background, to make some stars. Okay, so let me show you how this is going to work. It's kind of like splatter painting, but a little more control. So you're just going to dip your toothbrush into the paint. You might kind of want to mix it up a little bit because the water can separate. And then just kind of start flicking that on. And you definitely want to have a sloppy copy under here, okay? You're gonna get a little paint on your hands, but it's not gonna be a big deal. So if you wanna switch up colors, that's more than fine. It'll be very, very subtle as it dries. It might be kind of hard to see. So let me give you some white, see what that looks like. And so it'll be a really kind of a fine detail, but it will kind of add some awesome effects. Okay, I'm going to do some gold, stir. And notice that I'm not rinsing out my toothbrush. It's not really necessary because there's so little color on here. Okay, so that'll kind of dry and get some cool effects. You could certainly do some things with this here. Maybe if you want to have some more details in the sun area, kind of use colors in common. Feel free to kind of do some of that stuff, but it'll kind of just absorb in. I know that you can't see the full effect right now. I'll kind of zoom in on that too. So you can kind of see that's going to start to dry a little bit. It's kind of sitting on top right now, but it will dry. But you'll see the examples of my finished ones that I've done here. You can kind of see kind of the close-up here of this one. It is gonna look really, really cool, okay? So if you guys do want some different colors of these, I am only going to use these gold, silver, and white paint right now. But when I get back on Thursday, if you guys want to mix up some different colors, we'll do that then, okay? So just work on getting your backgrounds done, and then you can do the part 2 special effects with these, and just make sure that you are putting away all of these things when you are done with this. If you do use the toothbrush today, please make sure you rinse it out in the sink before you put it back in the bin. Once again, when you're done with these today, please put them on the drying rack and make sure everything else is put away.